Okay. There we go. Good evening, everyone. It's that time. It's that time again. Yes, yes. It's that time again. So, we go again. We go again. Welcome, everyone, to my channel. I'm Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? Most of all, I hope everyone's doing good, and I hope everyone is well. So this is it. This is round 5 of Jimmy Codger's British Touring Car Championship, which of course will reach the halfway mark of Jimmy Codger's British Touring Car Championship. And we're off to a familiar racing circuit, that is Suzuka in Japan. And I cannot wait to drive at that track because it's one of my favourite tracks, of course, and I'm just going to enjoy it. Enjoy driving it, whatever the weather. So let's have a look and see what we've got in the chat there. So we've got Craig Russell, P1 to you, pal. Good evening to you, my friend. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're doing good. There's this Crown and Top Fans moderator thingy that which I've only just noticed, and I'm like, how does this work? Well, I've not even paying much attention to how it works until I got to know. So, but yeah, that will hopefully we provide them with what is going to be an interesting motor race, whatever the circumstances. So last time out at Dragon Trail, we've obviously got close to the podium finish in the sprint, but I came so close to winning the feature race to make it a hat trick. Obviously, I had to settle for second. So in terms of the championship situation, so what's happening there is that I've just got a couple of bits and pieces there. I just need to, just to send a link onto a section while I'm at it. So there we go. So in terms of the championship standings, from last time out, that we've got for the points table for the Drivers' Championship, Legion has taken the championship lead while representing Nissan, as we've got LFC Ben on 72 points, as he's 3 points behind the championship leader, representing Honda. And we've got Marty, who's 63 points tonight. Now, I'm 57 points behind, so I could jump up to third place in the Drivers' Championship for tonight. So we'll just have to see how that pans out and all. So for the Clearjacks, having missed one race out last time out, as he's still on 53 in fifth. So, and he's missing it again tonight as he's away, I believe. So yeah, for the manufacturers, we've got Renault on 61, we've got Nissan on 60, we've got Honda in 57, Vauxhall in 52, Audi, the manufacturer I'm repping, on 51 points. So 10 points off the championship, the leading manufacturer. So we're just going to go into the lobby menu, and then it could be a couple of minutes until Jimmy opens the lobby, as he's the host of the championship. For those who are just tuning in, go and check out Jimmy Codger and James H75. For those who don't know, he too is one of the streamers of his British Touring Car Championship. So feel free to go and have a look and see what he does.
We've both been sat here, not in the same room obviously, but in the comms box.
So we are connected to the server. So yeah, that's what's everybody been up to? For the past couple of days. Well, obviously, mine's just obviously because I've got a pretty busy weekend in that sense. From the real life stuff from my side, you know what I mean. So, got a couple of these drinks with me. Just got the Volvic sugar-free mango passion to keep me going. Along with the drinks bottle, that's just got water in it. No Monster in that monster drink. So, well, this is it, Suzuka. So, what's going to be happening in regards to the format for this meeting is that there's going to be a 10 minutes qualification in the short layout, which is going to be tricky to get the one lap together because the short circuit being very much like a 51, 52 sub marks or what like that. Really depends on how you put your lap together when the quick change of directions and so. And then after the 10 minutes qualification, there's going to be a 15-minute sprint race with no tyre wear, no fuel consumption rating involved. So wherever you finish will determine your grid in reverse order in the reverse grid for the feature race, which will last 30 minutes. And therefore that it's a free tyre choice because we are expecting rain. So best get the umbrellas out, otherwise whatever the weather that Jimmy's going to be throwing at them, I'm just going to be properly on the task in hand to be sure that I get the results wherever I end up. As long as I finish ahead of my championship rivals, happy days, regardless where we finish. So one race at a time, which for me it's the right mindset to have, really. But like I say, I could end up third in the driver's standings if I score more than 6 points, 6 points or more than Marty, as E2 obviously representing Vauxhall. So yeah. Whew. I'm ready when Jimmy's ready. So he's got Adam Barr for company in the comms box. So therefore, for those who want some commentary, then obviously you can go over to the to Jimmy's stream on YouTube at James dash H75, and yeah, so there we. I said yes in the chat, and then Carl says no. Carl Butler, one of the racers who representing Volvo. So here we go. Here we go. 7:30 UK. So any minute we could. Yeah, any minute we could. We'll get the. Get into the lobby. So we've got for those of you who don't know Indian Stig, but he has a channel for those who like to go and check him out, as he's currently got a lobby for anybody that's want to do some GT3 racing. Indian Stig's your guy to go and have a look. He does open lobbies, daily races, some practice lobbies for nations and manufacturers. So we've got a do. Okay, so GT Real Racing. Let's see what they got. A GR4 lobby. We've got the Wolf, who I raced with the other day. So that's what's currently happening in my friends list, of course. When some have got the open lobbies and. Good evening, Martin. Thank you very much for tuning in. Good luck to you as well. Thank you very much for the good luck message. I hope you're well, my friend. So, well, yeah, that's the Winston Churchill thing. I said to Butler, like, where when he wasn't feeling confident to going into, well, unless somebody tells me different, from what's been said, but anyhow, that what happened was that I said, do your best, and that's all you can do. And then Marty just went to Danny Churchill. So, just a bit of sense of humour. So, James has got a lobby open now, and we can crack on. So, let's check that we've got the right tyres, which we have, the racing stuff. So it is a dry to start off with, and so you got Shadow GT, Marty, Kian, obviously, who is standing in for Edberg. So not seen Kian as much since probably what about open lobbies, or even in the what you call it, JB's British Touring Car Championship. So we've got Glowing Gold in there, Captain HC, who is standing in for Clay Jacks once more. We've got a newcomer who was in my lobbies from earlier this week. We've got Swifty, we've got Tylerman, we've got Royalty Exotics, who is standing in for Hado in the BMW livery, M3 livery. LFC Ben, one of the championship protagonists. We've got Jimmy out there, who's the host. We've got Storm, and somebody else is joining in too. And Legion's in. Legion is in as well. So let's get some practice on the board and see what we can do from there. So keying into the 52.3. And Butler's in. Carl Butler's in the lobby. So there's Marty up ahead. I've got somebody coming out of the pits. So this is a bit of practice to start off with, then we get into the... So I just need to get the braking together in the middle part of the corner, which ain't going to be easy for some. Missed the apex just a touch there. Straight into the 51s, no messing around, having done some practice lately. But it didn't take long for Marty to get a lap in. Has he been using my slip? Surely it must be. So there's Legion up ahead, I believe. Which it is. Into the 51.4, so got into the lower 51s. And Marty's got into the 51.5. So just let Marty by. So Legion's going to be doing his thing, and LSE Ben represented two separate Japanese manufacturers at Suzuka. So the crowd will be giving him some positive energy to drive them forward, and to be sure that they hope for a result they're looking for. Gotta be careful with that braking marker, because get it wrong into the entry, then you screw your lap, or even fluff your lines, then obviously it could ruin your lap too. And the good part of this track is that you flick it to the left, flick it to the right, flick it to the left, and flick it to the right. And flick it to the left, and finally flick it to the right. Not the ideal way to change a gear, but so this is how demanding this short circuit is going to be, especially in qualifying. So we'll wait to see LSE Ben, or is he just struggling to find some space around him? So just let these two by or one person actually, and that shadow in the Peugeot. And there's Kian in the Ford Mondeo. Just move on to one side. Swifty's just come out of the pits, so And there's Kian who fluffed this Dying's a touch there. Managed just to spawn back into the pits. So I can go for what is probably going to be my last final practice lap, unless Jimmy starts the qualifying. So quali's about to begin. So just have a moment, let Swifty going by. Copy, James. So no racing each other in qualifying. Just allow yourself the time. Is 10 minutes is a long time enough to to get a quali lap in when you can. Although the track evolution will be oh shit, Shadow GT's left. Wonder if he's got a mechanical issue or something. I'm not too sure. So I'm sure that they'll I'm sure he'll be back for just in time for the sprint. If Jimmy has to set the grid to allow Shadow in, I'm not too sure, but we'll see how that goes. So I've got LFC Ben on my left mirror, and I've got Marty up front because it's a very short circuit, and also I may as well just make my way. I've got Ben behind me. As always, just wanted to get a bit of a advantage over me, but I ain't going to give him anything this time because unless if I have to back off just to get a track position, then. So we'll just set the brake balance to 5. Quote, and let's go now. Probably not the tidiest of exits, but let's see what we can do. Got Marty on provisional pole with a 151.6, and I got this 151.6. Come on, thank you. got pole position momentarily with a 51.5. We've got LFC Ben under the front row as well. So we've got just over 5 minutes left and a lot could change for sure. Just let Marty by. Let Swifty by. And go again. Oh, Swifty, no stress, mate. A bit of a mount over the curb and all. Three minutes left on clock. And LFC Ben gets pole position momentarily. So the track is ramping up nicely. bollocks. It's okay. We'll just have to reset and go for what could be my last time, last quali lap of the session. I'm still P2 at the minute, so a lot can happen for sure. Let's go. One last push. Hey, Daniel's had time. Mr. Miyagi will be looking over me and cheering me on. Bless him. Come on! Come on! Come on! Ah! Only by just a missed out on pole position by a smallest of margins. Oh. I was up in the middle sector, and then it's just that final corner in it. It's just needed to put it together. But all to play for in the sprint. So if I could get a top 3 at least I can challenge myself over to start further back at the grid. So we've got what are we on there? So we've got LFC Ban picking up an extra pointer for pole position as he takes pole position, with Marty in second, Danny C in third, Kian in fourth, Legion in fifth, Newcomer in sixth, Butler in seventh. We've got Captain HC in eighth. We've got Glowing in ninth, Royalty in 10th. We've got the Tyler Man in 11th, Diddy Swift in 12th. We've got London Norm in 13th. And Marty, thanks Swifty for the excuse me. So an assist. Well, in terms of the assist, I would assume he must be giving Marty a toe or something, which led him to the front wall by thousands of a second. And Legion's in P5, so he's the championship leader coming into this race, so he's got some work to do in the sprint a bit. It just depends about how much he wants to take the risk and so on. But yeah, it's but look at that, like, you're talking like smallest of margins, the top 8 between 4 tenths, and then you got Diddy Swift from pole position to 12, 8 tenths apart. Well, you can't enter right now because, well, what you're going to do is just set the grid. So we've got somebody joining in too. Scooty. Never seen Scooty. So we're going to have a delayed starter because what's going to happen is that in order to get Shadow in, James is going to have to send the just have to set the grid manually by cancelling the race, and then therefore that we'll just manually set the grid. Well, just a practice race, the grid set by HUDs. So James is I don't know what happened to Shadow unless anybody tells me a different perspective. So this is what's going to be happening too. There we go. So it's going to be on this one. Obviously, what's happening is that Jimmy's setting the grid. So obviously we have LFC Ben on pole, Martin second. So what's happening there is that Shadow's going to be put to the back of the grid because he missed the quali. So a lot of work for Shadow. Just saying that the luck has just not been his side for the past few race meetings. So we'll just have to we're just going to crack on with the task in hand, which is to hopefully get a result in the sprint. Just it's not going to be easy to say that it's a short circuit, of course, and so. Kian's on the wets. There's like a couple of people out on the track at the minute just to get some mini race practice before we get the actual sprint race underway. Ooh. There we go. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Let's do this at last. Apologies for the delay. Let's get the sprint underway. Great start from my side. LSC Ben trying to cover off Marty, but Marty seems to have the... can he get to the first corner? No. Just had to bail out a bit. There's Kidd as well. He's moved up his position. And the Legion's had outside of the top 8, so something must have happened to Legion, the championship leader. Oh, Ben's got a bit wide. Marty gets you on the inside. And Kane looks to be seizing the opportunity to try and pinch the position from the pair of them. Kane goes for the P2. Good evening, Daniel. Thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome along. I hope you're well. Just get to that comment at any moment as Marty's gone onto the grass a touch there. Ah, hey, okay, fair dues. Fair dues. Oh, Marty's had a moment there on the AstroTurf. Marty's gone wide and Danny sees through. Up into P3 now as he's gone onto the grass. Ben trying to break the toe best he can. So I'm right within striking distance of these two, whilst Ben's continuing to try and break the toe out and all. And Marty's still within striking distance behind me in the battle for P3. Oh, Kia's gone wide. Very unfortunate to see what happened there. Has gone up to P2. Oh, Marty's got had a bit of a moment, I believe. But eyes are forward on Ben for the sprint race win. Two and a bit minutes left. Oh, he's gone wide! He's gone wide! LSE Ben's gone wide! And Danny C is through on Marty in P2! This could be crucial! Crucial for the championship! Just need to put everything on my line together to get that race win! In the sprint! Which is something I've not been able to do so far this season. Two racing laps left. Can Danny C do it? This is it. Last lap of the race. Side by side between these two at the back as Danny C takes the win. Get in there, Danny! As Danny C takes the sprint. It's Danielson time! It's Danielson! Let's go! At last, a sprint race win. LSE Band managed to get P2 in the end with Marty in third. Well done, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Whew. Just had to put this. So I got Swifty congratulating me too. Oh, that was a very sweaty one, of course. A very, very sweaty one. Got covered in sweat about all over me, my face and all. Oh. Oh, good day, good day. In watching, I am 20 beers in, and brother showed up with rum. Someone has passed out. All right, I thought, no, it's not what you want, is it? When you have that many drinks, to have Danny. So Daniel Abel. Oh, so let's see what the feature race has to offer. So, is it going to be wet or is it going to be dry to start with? So, Jimmy says practice lobby, and that's for the wet weather, of course. Okay, so tire wear fuel consumption rate may not be bad. Tire wear may not be bad, but the fuel is a different matter. So, but yeah. Rubber dinghies ahoy, says Captain. So, whilst we get some practice on the belt, I'm just going to go for a quick toilet break. I'll be back very shortly. 2 secs. Just need to wipe the sweat off my face, that's all. And I'm back. And I'm back. Let's see what the river report is saying. So we've got some of the into some of the wets. So it's just to get the feel of oh, Swifty's gone sideways. Oh, he's lost it. No, you're right, pal. I'm just getting myself up and running now. I've gone for a comfort break. Hydrate my face just to keep everything top notch. I just had domination. Hopefully. Well, let's see. Because now I've got a result in the sprint. It's going to put me right at the back, so probably around 13th, 14th, something like that. So it's just a case of getting to see what happens kind of thing, and then whatever the motor race has to throw at. So, but this is just obviously a 10-minute practice lobby. That's just to get people familiarised with the just need to get 130R together. So we're on the Grand Prix layout for the feature race, which is what's happening too. So I've got Swifty behind me too. I'm not sure if he's on the inters or wets. Thank you very much, Kenny, for the good luck message. Appreciate it. So the rain has very much stopped. Had to brake just a touch there to get it in the apex. So tyre shouldn't be much of an issue from what I could see, but then fuel's a different matter. So we've got Shadow GT, who of course will be on the reverse grid pole, so having, unless somebody tells me different, wow. He might have finished in the top 10 now, I'm not too sure, but so Shadow definitely does need a result of it if he can. So I've got a car up ahead. That's one of the reserve drivers who's standing in for Hado for this particular round. So he's changing the lobby settings so we can get underway with the feature, knowing that I'll be at the back of the grid at last, just to challenge myself for once. Okay, so it gives me a rough idea. Fuel as well, like 2.3 after 3 laps into it. So, but I think we're in a good position. But it's just depending on how the race unfolds with that many drivers up front. So obviously there's a lot at stake for sure, and obviously some for who had a misfortune, who had an unfortunate sprint, will want to showcase their opportunity, showcase their ability in difficult, changing weather conditions at a familiar racing circuit. So let's see what the race has to offer. So it is going to be a wet start. So we'll take to enter. So it is going to be a wet start. Obviously. There's going to be a bit of rain coming out in the middle, and then some heavy rain. So I just need to and tyre fuel consumption rate. Tyre's not an issue. Fuel is a different matter as well. So yeah, there you have it. So we're going to be starting off with the in the wets, and therefore it'll be drier in the nearly towards the first part. Well, obviously with a bit of rain coming around the 15-minute mark. Let's see what everybody else is on. So Butler's on the inters, Newcomer's on inters, Glowing on the wets, Swifty in the inters, Legion, Kian on the inters, Tyler Man, Royalty on the wets, Shadow, Marty, Captain, myself, LFC Ben on the inters. So it's going to be unpredictable as to see how hard the rain's going to hit. So obviously we just need to get into see what happens kind of thing, and just allow some patience, and then we'll properly get into the race. Good evening, Jimmy. I mean, Alex, sorry. Why did I mention Jimmy? Welcome along, Alex. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you're well. And I hope all is well from your end too. And we're just about to get the feature race underway, so I'm pretty much happy with the intermediates. So we'll get into the flow as we go along. So we'll just navigate our way through the back of the field, having won the sprint, and now let's see what I could do for the back of the grid. And so in that case, for the feature, let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Good luck, everyone, and have fun. Let's do this. LFC Ben says he has trouble with his course, so I mean, it's a long 30 minutes is a long time, so a lot can happen for sure. That's James H. That's James H. Alex. In case you're wondering, he was to one of the connections that were with Captain Colossus Racing in the past. So, but nowadays it's we're independent, showcasing that independence from so and so. So there you have it. And Jimmy too is himself is the host of his British Touring Car Championship as well. And we're in season 4 with 5 motor races, 5 race meetings in. We're just approaching the halfway mark of the Touring Car Championship. Marty's having a sideways moment. Oh, Shadow's had a moment. Oh, it's a meeting to forget for Shadow. Steady on, steady on. And let's see how we get on through 130R. Oh, let's see Ben getting caught up with that Captain HC. Very sorry to see what happened there. Everyone jostling for position. This is the last thing LFC wanted to land into the path of Captain HC. Watch out for the Tyler man. Stick it around the outside. There we go. Nicely done. Marty gets around the outside. We've got Legion up ahead. He's battling for P1 with Swifty. Oh, sorry, pal. Butler's coming in. He's coming in for some dry tyres, I would assume. Everyone else trying to look for the wet part, of course. Oh, newcomers getting all over the shop in the S's. Got the move done on Marty. Next up, Swifty. It's alright, it's alright. We're still in this game. Oh, bollocks! Sorry, pal. How I kept that one together, I have no idea. after slipping off the lost a couple of seconds on the process. Oh, these two came together or something. So we've got some people coming in for dry tyres. Stay off that flipping curb, man. I'm gonna have to come in because I've got no left front tyre. No tyre left now. Oh! Kia's lost it. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. We're in. We're in. Right, think outside the box. What tyre should I be on? Ah. Go away, into it. You want it to be like nice and efficient, and then you just cannot promise anything sometimes. But then again, and Legion was on the softs a lap or two before. Trying to get as much water on these tyres as possible. Yellow flag, something's happened. Oh, looks like a big crash and all. Oh, that's Kian. Very sorry to see that. Marty's come in and so is glowing. If you want to get past if you want. I'm just going to have to come in for some fresh intermediates. Whoa. How I cat that one out, I have no idea. Obviously, Legion's 30 seconds ahead. Might not be a bad time to pit for fuel, when you think about it, having gone onto the tyres that, which was obviously takes some wear like on the softs, but Legion tied this one together so far. As Legion comes in, Butler and LFC Ben. Doing great so far. As Frankie McDonald would say. So, 10 minutes remaining. It's either Legion, myself, or LSC Ben could come out on top. So I've got LSC Ben, newcomer, right behind me on fresh wet weather tyres. LSC Ben's coming in for what could be a soft tyre run, I believe. No front at all. I'm gonna need something out of the bag, if I can. Legion's coming in. So is Newcomer. They're gonna go on the softs. Surely. With 5 and a bit minutes left. Newcomer's laughing his head off with more fuel than his opponents. Legion's going for softs. Could have picked it a lap earlier, to be honest, but it's one of them races. You get it wrong and then you have to choose to fight for another day. Oh, Glory's at a moment. No stress. I was ahead in the corner. And forced him into a never. We got there. So oh, Ben's gone wide somewhere. I saw the car going onto the runoff area. If that's Ben, then that's going to hamper his chances. It is Ben, but should be enough to get to the end. As Legion takes the win with Newcomer in second, Butler in third. We got there. We got there. Could have been a much better outcome, but yeah. One of the races, a Legion takes the race win. Now this is literally giving him the boost to get back to winning ways. Having lost out on the sprint, and yeah, so well done everyone. Not a bad day at the office from my side, shall I say. So grab the replays if you want them. So and spare a moment to congratulate Legion, Newcomer, and Butler, if they're still in. So it could be any moment where I'm just about to go into the interview room, and then I'll catch you in there very shortly. So just looking back to see where Legion have finished. So obviously. So Legion finished 8th in that one, and I finished in that race win. So Legion got 8th, and I've got I've shaved some points off Ben and Legion, so it's a positive sign through the course of the weekend. So I'm just going to head over to the interview room. So I'm going to be with Mike and talk to the authorities.
Fantastic job there by Legion. Got the strategy right, takes the win for Nissan, his second win of the season. Matthias, absolutely fantastic result there for the German in second place. Butler getting a good podium position there, he will be happy with that. We got the LFC Ben, in fourth place. Danny in fifth, not exactly where he wanted. He struggled a little bit there, did Danny, but fifth place, it's still good points. Captain came home in sixth. That's a great result for Captain, standing in for Clayjax. Glowing Gold in seventh place. Tyler, second of the Independents and eighth overall. So a great result there for Tyler, the American. And on to the next page, please, Jimmy, when you finish typing. Thank you very much. Swifty in 9th in the independents. Marty obviously had an incident somewhere that we didn't see, or possibly got the strategy wrong, finishing in 10th place, which is unlike Marty there. Kian in 11th place. Shadow, again, no luck at all, in 12th. And then Rooster finishing in 13th place.
Wow. That was, I tell you what, look how dark it's gone, Adam.
Yeah, we finished the race at the right time, didn't we?
Yeah, I think they would have struggled. Just going to quickly just put a message up that I'm closing the lobby. And then we'll get, I think, let's just see, have we got Legion from Team Nissan in the house?
Yes, you have, sir. How are you?
Well, sounds like it's a bit wet where you are, mate. Bit stormy.
Yeah, I've just come in from, like, in the pit lane, just getting in the garage, you know, making sure I'm free to talk. So how can I help?
How did that race go for you, mate?
It went really well, to be honest. I mean, I completely naffed up the start thanks to the girlfriend on the sprint race. She slapped me in the back of my head as I was waiting for the grid, so... Which unfortunately meant I leant on the throttle and hence I jumped the start. But yeah, no, with the like, I'm gonna say a bonus because I'm well out of position compared to normal. Like, it gave me quite a head start on the faster guys, so I knew if I just make myself last as long as I can, wait for it to be completely dry, take zero risks, I should be able to capitalise on it, which luckily I was able to, because going that extra lap or two in each stint literally just made it so I only had to take on fuel once, so I saved a ton of time.
Yeah, we noticed that because you made a brilliant jump on Butler, which we put down to no fuel, or just not fueling and just changing tyres. But we noticed Butler actually changed as soon as the rain stopped. He went on to hards. And a lot of you guys went on to, there was a couple on mediums, but hards was a brave shout in those conditions.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, Butler always takes the risk the moment the rain stops, so you kind of expect it from Butler at this point. But going on to the hards, that was a brave choice. Like, me personally, I'd rather go on to mediums at that point. But no, he done extremely well. Like I said, if it weren't for the sake of saving fuel, he probably would have got past me too in the pit stop, so he done very well.
Well done on the win, Legion. That's going to give you some valuable points for not just the manufacturers, but for you in the lead of the table. We'll see how that affects the table. But thanks again for taking the time to jump in the chat. And speaking of Butler, do we have Team Volvo in the house?
You should do, Jimmy.
Hey! How was that for you, mate? What? Well, I'm sitting here sweating, mate. But some of the racing in that, mate, was top draw, mate, from everybody in the field.
Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I just thought, you know what, rain stops, get on the slicks, and I went on the hards because I was hoping that I was just going to grin and bear it all the way at the end of the race, but the fuel wasn't going to allow that. So that was the thought process, but I had to pit again. In hindsight, I should have went on to a soft or a medium, and I probably could have defended a bit better at the end, but I was on the hards again. So, live and learn, but I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Brilliant, mate. That's a great result for you this week. You've not, as we were saying in the comms, we know how quick you are, not just in, I think me and Adam have touched on it numerous times. No matter what we put you in, or what you seem to find car you go in, you seem to get the most out of it, and you always go well, but you're always clean, respectful, you're a quick guy. But what a move, just to quickly touch on, I think I was on the edge of my seat. Adam was. What a move from Matthias on the back straight, mate.
It was brilliant. It was clean all the way. I could see him getting closer and closer, and I thought I'll just try and hold him out onto the wet line a little bit. But at that point, I think the wet line had nearly disappeared. So he had the jump on us, and he's a hell of a driver. And he's the type where you can go side by side, and you know it's going to be fine, which is what it's all about.
Brilliant. I mean, it was incredible to watch that. I mean, that was full commitment. That's one of the hardest. That was a full Alonso Schumacher move, and it was It was, yeah, hearts in your mouth. You just think. Adam actually said, if I'm right, don't do it, didn't you, Adam?
Probably. I was hiding behind my seat at the time, so I'm not sure what actually happened.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Matthias, but I think what was the quote from Alonso? He knows that Schumacher's got kids at home, so he was going to brake. It's kind of the same situation, really.
But that was full commitment. I was thinking, oh my God, I'm not here, and I just thought. But he did it on the lap previous through the Casio Triangle through the last chicane. He did it through there. He pulled a move on Ben, the same move. He's really shown some really. He's really showing his true pace and his true racecraft over the 5 rounds. So I'm expecting this to hot up, and he's running for the Independents, Butler. So
he's certainly one to watch. I might have to start giving some bribes to keep my seat in this Volvo if he keeps going on the way he is.
Well, yeah, I'll you know where to send them.
Yeah,
But,
sure.
Well, thanks very much for taking the time to jump in the chat, Butler. I'll let you get back to the bar.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
sure you need
definitely.
a drink after that one.
Sure I do.
And I'm sure we have Team Audi in the house. Danny C, are you there, my friend?
I am here. Thank you very much. Hope all is well.
It is, mate. And I put your stream at the top of the chat. I hope you got some views over there.
Very much appreciated.
No, that's all right. That's cool. How was that for you, Danny? That was it looked a bit testing at times, uncharacteristically for you. You seem to be struggling on tyres that we've seen you go a lot further with. Was it just the track, or?
Overall, it's not a bad day. I'm at the office, for those 2 races, and obviously the sprint itself. That just what I thought that in the qualifying, where you're just gonna have to put everything together. But then I had the pole position in me, but now I just had to be sure that just build my rhythm, keep it on the track best I can, from start to finish, and rightly so. Then that's what led me to at last get a result of the sprint. Having seen some people just mess up the lines and make a mistake of it, so it was just a case of keeping it on the track, which is for sure the important thing to do. And then for the feature race as well, it looks like it was just one of them races where it's going to go one way or the other. Although I've been lucky to have some near misses where obviously towards the end of the race I thought, you know what, I'm just going to have to settle life for what I've got to was just a little bit of miscalculation by a couple of laps or 2, and then so it's just gonna have to go back to the drawing board and analyze what went wrong, how can I get better, and then you never guarantee what could possibly happen. So therefore
That's right.
It was just another one that I have to
Well,
yep.
You weren't the only one to fall victim to the T1 into the S's. Ben had a moment. Ben was in second place at the time. He had what we could only describe as a Code Brown moment, similar to yours, Danny. So is that your race suit straight to the dry cleaners, or have you got a spare?
I was literally sweating a lot, when I had to keep everything together in the sprint as well as the feature, as you never really know when everybody's going to be picking their braking points and so on, and therefore I just had to be as brave as I possibly can, and then in order to keep everything pointing in the right direction, and then but yeah, I felt like a couple of race positions was there. If I could have maybe if we're going into the slick tires just for a couple of laps, I've been in a couple of separate occasions, but to still get a top 5, then it's still reasonable points. It's still a good result of it, but then I'm just gonna where we are right now. We're at the halfway mark.
You got any final? Have you got any words, Adam? Got any questions or?
No, I think everybody summed it up. It's just been one of those races where anything could happen. It did. We've had some great results there. Obviously for Matthias coming through, getting the second place. That's the standout for me from that race, and some of the moves that he pulled. But yeah, just going in, as Danny just said, going into the halfway, you've still got all of this again to do on the opposite side now, so it can only close up. It's just going to be brilliant, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, this is, like I said before, just quickly, we've been treated to, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I can't, we've been treated to some absolutely top draw racing, and I will add, I have not got a penalty system in place. These drivers are clean, fast, respectful. We've seen people pulling over from fourth place, a bit of a move. Danny, we saw it. You pulled over in a couple of places, I think, in the sprint or maybe even the feature. But this is the mentality that I've tried to create. I don't want the penalty system. I'm not turning a blind eye, but it's down to respect. And the group we've got on the grid, and we've had it season after season, but I think this season they've put the bar higher. And what we're witnessing here, we've been treated to an absolute every single race, sprint, feature, dry, wet. We've had it all, and this is only round 5. We've got 5 rounds to go. We're going to be shattered by the end of it, Adam.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to attempt to call it on who's going to win this championship. It's so close.
Bit early at stage
close.
5.
No, I know exactly, but it's just as you think somebody's going to get a good result, and then they spin out or have an incident, and then it's really going to close up in the championship. And I can't wait to see what happens in the second half. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this, as of the next round 6, we are going on to Saturdays. We are not doing Fridays anymore. It's going to be Saturdays for the second half of the season.
Well
just
said,
as a
Adam.
reminder.
I will be putting a post out on Discord. But yeah, so the next 5 rounds, as Adam pointed out there, from the 26th of July will be on Saturday evenings. So hopefully that will make it a little bit easier for everybody. I know Friday's a bit of an awkward one, but they've managed to work around it. Is there anything I've forgotten, Adam? Before I wrap up the stream, I don't think there is.
I don't think so. If you've forgotten it, so have I. So, you know.
So there you have it. Just like to spare the moment to say thank you very much to those of you who have tuned in to say hello while I'm on the go. Thank you very much to those of you who are challenging themselves, then, and be sure that we get the best results we possibly can. For the sprint, came out on top. The feature didn't quite work out in some ways, but I've according to my maths, I've clawed up just a little bit on Legion by smallest of margins, and I think I'm round about the same as before we started the sprint of the feature in the behind LFC Ben. So the points deficit must maybe remain the same, something like that. Having seen that he's got pole, and then so anybody liking the content and what I'm doing, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And other than that, have a great weekend, everyone. Have a great day, whatever you are, whatever you're up to. And most of all, look after yourself, stay safe. And until next time, not sure on what car category for Tuesday, so so you can't watch on Saturday, got to watch Huddersfield. Alright, okay, I'm going to say that it's not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. And for next Saturday, I'm going to be doing Tough Mudder first thing in the morning, and then, and I'll be set for the next round for Jimmy Codger's British Touring Car Championship, as we're halfway through the season, having got some points in the bag, and so on that note, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.